Star Citizen Alpha 3.24.2 is now live, and it's a pretty meaty patch. There is a ton of new stuff here, so I want to talk about what's new, what you need to know, what's happening at the same time, what important button changes are there. There's only like a little mini wipe with this patch if you've been playing previously, so you will have to reload your character customization, and consumables haven't been saved, neither of refinery jobs, like hangar customizations you've placed aren't saved, but stuff like that may be saved in the future. Alpha 3.24.2 is based on the 4.0 code base, so bugs, fixes, optimizations here can really help with 4.0's development cycle. There were some teething issues during deployment, but they've mostly settled down now. So let's start off with the first major thing they've added. The Zeus Mark II CL Freighter and ES Explorer have been added to the game and are flyable to owners. There was a cool new Zeus Mark II video that CIG put out as well. It shows off the ship. It's very cool. There's some drones and automated trolleys and like cargo Roombas in the background that might be in the game at some point. And it goes through the lore of the original Zeus. With Captain Michelle Sailno, I have no idea how to pronounce her surname. The ship is available to buy from $160 to $175 for either of those variants. Warbond versions, so if you don't use store credit, come with 10 years insurance. There's some jewel packs and stuff like that. If you have a Zeus MR, then you will get an ES as a loaner, though I'm not sure when CIG will be allocating those ships to people's accounts. Give them a couple of days. There's also a CitizenCon referral bonus going on at the moment as part of that sort of patch launch. If someone uses your sign-up code while they make their account and then buy Star Citizen during that time before the 31st of October, then you both get yourself a hover quad. You can only earn one hover quad from that promotion, and if you've previously used someone else's referral code or the sort of one in my links below enlisted through my links, then if you purchase yourself Star Citizen during that time, you will, bam, also get yourself a hover quad. I believe there is going to be a Star Citizen free fly during CitizenCon that will last like a week or two. But anyway, back to the patch notes. There's been a quantum travel polish pass. So there are large adjustments to quantum travel speeds, accelerations for fuel storage, use, and prices in 3.24.2 that will help balance movement around the persistent universe. Ship fuel tank sizes have been balanced across all ships to adjust for archetype, with some getting less fuel and some getting more fuel. There's a load of other stuff going on with quantum drives having been adjusted for fuel use, speed, and acceleration to balance ship travel based on shorter and longer distance archetypes. Cooldown times have not been adjusted though. I believe the idea is to have the smaller ships good at doing shorter range quantum sort of jumps, and the larger ships being much more efficient at longer range ones. The star map has had a polish pass for more stable routes. Character updates. There are new beard and hairstyles that have been added to the character creator, including long afros, twin braids, and both groomed and long style African beards. Character creator DNA has been updated with over 20 new heads to add much more variety for players to create, with many new skin tone and facial structures being available. Tattoos and piercings with a load of options for both are here too. Location updates. There are two new cave system archetypes that have been added to the persistent universe, acidic and rock style caves. The former are adorned with luminous pools of water and dramatic stalactites and stalagmites. The latter are illuminated by bioluminescent mushrooms. Both these cave types are in Stanton, but also will be coming to the Pyro system, providing a unique atmosphere for exploration, FPS missions, missing person missions, and more. Hangar spawn logic updates. When retrieving ships into newly created persistent hangars, they also now check existing vehicles and store them. Also, when despawning ships, they have a wait for async response to the vehicle owner query, else they'll destroy ships where they've not been received yet, so this avoids ships clipping into each other after spawning them into non-empty persistent hangars. There's been some location polish pass stuff as well. Hangar elevator and alarm sounds have been temporarily muted, so they don't have that odd overlaying bug where they're very, very noisy. Their newly updated Stanton skyboxes here. Hangar cargo platform lighting has had a polish pass. They've improved item kiosk camera positioning, so you're not sort of stuck in a wall when you're at the item kiosk anymore. Vehicles have had a HUD and MFD rework. The MFD rework is pretty big, so they replaced all the MFDs in ships with appropriate manufacturer ones or a generically updated one for the time being, so they are working on some more manufacturer ones. This is sort of ready for 4.0 updates like engineering, physical components, and the new enunciator panels, target status, communications, diagnostics, weapons, engineering, and more. Obviously, a load of that stuff is now available with power management. This includes a new configuration screen as well to adjust settings that were previously only done in the game settings menu, sort of trying to make them a bit more diegetic where sensible. Changes you make to your MFDs are now persistent as well and will follow you from ships of the same type. So if I've got a load of settings that I've saved in my Mercury Star Runner and I go into someone else's Mercury Star Runner, it will load up my settings. There was also a polish pass done to declutter the HUDs and radars and stuff. They've removed turret markers from the star map and radar. To see non-essential markers on your radar, you'll need to ping with tab. HUDs and UIs should be a much more legible as well. There are various new key bindings that you can set and some important controls changes. Controls and keybinds have had a polish pass, so they've updated MFDs and HUDs to allow keyboards, joysticks, and gamepads to have short and long presses to focus on screens and then select views. They've added buttons to quickly select a weapon preset, 1 to 4, all guns plus the individual weapon groups. Vehicle gunnery seats now come with a changed grouping system and access to new weapon group configuration MFD pages. Instead of having 2 fire buttons, there is only 1 fire button, but up to 4 different groups for your weapons. By default, weapons are fired with left mouse button, but you can iterate forward and backwards through your weapon groups with the mouse wheel. Weapon groups contain both guns and non-guns like EMPs and quantum interdiction devices. By default, all guns will be added to Fire Group 1 and after that split out by energy, ballistic and distortion, sorted by projectile speed. Players are able to edit all gun weapon groups with the new configuration MFDs. The speed limiters have moved to left alt and mouse wheel. Mouse wheel is now used for switching weapon groups and there's a bug that doesn't block the weapon groups changing, so bear that in mind. There are loads and loads of balance updates they've made for ships. So they've updated all attributes for ship components, excluding weapons. The recharge rate for weapons has been balanced as well, though. Shield generators have had a balance pass. Salvage and mining will now function while in nav mode. They've reduced the damage of all cannon ammo by 10%. They've reduced the health on the Hornet series of ships. They've reduced max ammo and regen rates for cannons. They've greatly increased ship turret health pools. They've reduced the Hercules' held countermeasures for the A2 and C2 anyway. They've updated the Saber Raven default weapons. It's now got 2 size 3s. They've removed gimbals from non-weapon turrets, tweaked weapon pool sizes, and added engineering buffs to fix some of the weapon power deficits. The ground vehicle emissions have had a rebalance and refueling and repair times have been rebalanced as well. I have compiled a list of suitable occasions to purchase the Toby eye tracker as a present. For yourself, for your nan's 80th birthday. She may be an avid player of Star Citizen, or you can just go, oh no, Nan, you don't like it, it's okay, I'll use it for you, don't worry. Baby showers, or an infant's birthday. There are very few situations where the Toby eye tracker is not the perfect gift. The Toby eye tracker gives you natively supported high precision head and eye tracking for Star Citizen, and a load of other games for that matter. There's a load of cool bits like Toby Ghost, so you can see where eyes are looking, but also you got camera boost, which is like mouse acceleration for your head. Until the 28th of October, you can grab 15% off by using the link below. There's also a sweepstake running where you can grab yourself a Star Citizen ship and starter pack. Again, links below. Now, back to the video. Some FPS updates. The multi-tool has got some new behaviors, so now you can aim down sights with it. And when you're using the tractor beam, you'll have traversal with the left mouse button and detachment with the right mouse button. There's been a visual polish pass on the UI too, showing icons for the mode that you're in, and the maximum repairability of a target for the repair tool. FPS weapons have had a huge balance pass. Rifles are more competitive with SMGs, especially at range. They've tried to make the dream of being a snipper real as well. They're sort of tweaking some of the bits there. There are loads of changes and tweaks. I may do a separate video going through all of that. The P8 ARC, you can purchase ammo for it. Should be appearing in in-game stores at some point as well. It's going to be part of the CitizenCon goodies pack. Some other bits and bobs. Full screen borderless is now the default option in graphics. They've removed the old full screen option. Render to texture stuff has had a shader polish pass. They have made various performance improvements. The escape key now exits kiosks, terminals, and the Moby Glass. They've updated all hauling missions to have 0 reputation change when you abandon them, at least temporarily. They've also temporarily disabled cursors showing on elevator panels unless you are in interaction mode. There are some Arena Commander updates too. The Arena Commander front end UI has been updated. CIG said it's going to be like Squadron 42 meets Persistent Universe in a blend of UI styles now. Free Fly now has a player limit increased to 24. There's a new flyable map, the Good Doctor. Previously that was only an FPS level, but this is basically the whole planet of Lear 2 now. Minimap now works in all Arena Commander locations, I believe, and all vehicle wreck prices have been halved. There are also a variety of hidden features too. The Save Stanton global event is technically in here, although I think CIG are going to want to test that a couple more times before putting that out. And there are quality of life updates. The patch is on that 4.0 code base. There are a load of things like fire extinguishers, engineering panels, and that sort of stuff. Physicalized components ready to go. I've covered these in another video in a bit more detail, but I might revisit that if more hidden stuff turns up. There's always loads of minor things and sometimes quite major things that they've forgotten to mention in the patch notes or want us to find for ourselves. There's still a variety of known issues in the patch though. Again, I'll cover this in another video. More a shorter turn up, but also you can go to support.robertspaceindustriescom. You can find what the current known issues are, any fixes and workarounds to those issues, and yeah, we'll find some more. We'll do a video specifically on like state of the game and workarounds, known issues, that sort of stuff. But there are some major ones that I want to tell you about. Surface minables are not spawning at the moment. There's generally issues with mining, I suppose, as well. There are long spawn times for ships, although I think that was just for the initial launch of the patch and lots of people trying to get on there. Atlases are invincible at the moment. Obviously, that's not intended. There are tram and elevator issues, NPC spawning issues sometimes, kiosks getting stuck. Certainly some stuff I'm hoping that CIG hotfix ASAP, but I think the patch is in a pretty good place. It's certainly sort of got them in sort of ready for 4.0. I haven't played it very much at all, 3.24.2 on the live build anyway, so there could be some egregious problems that I'm just sort of not aware of or that become apparent after this video, so apologies if that happens. I'm not sure why I'm apologizing, I suppose, for saying that it's in a good place, and maybe for some people it might not be, or maybe some terrible bug explosion happens, but hopefully good place. Interested to know what your experiences of it are. It's CitizenCon in mere hours. I am super excited. I'm hoping to see some of you there. I'll put Zin's Law up on Saturday and try to get back Sunday in time to make a video before then plowing through tons of CitizenCon content the week afterwards. Boom! I really want to know. I'm excited for CitizenCon. What are you looking forward to the most? What do you think is going to happen? If you're watching this after CitizenCon, what was your favourite thing at CitizenCon? Are you playing 3.24.2? What are your experiences of that? Have you got yourself a Zeus Mark II? Are you enjoying that? Are there some features that I've missed out that you want to talk about? Is there a major problem that I've missed out that you also want to talk about? Whatever your thoughts or questions, chuck it in the comments below and listen to this gent about getting yourself some NordVPN. A very long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, CIG had taken over the development of NordVPN. And at NordVPN, the yearly Nord Fan Fest, they were releasing their first game, Squadron Nordy 2. It's amazing, and it would truly revolutionize the FPS industry. Then I woke up and realized that NordVPN is already great and released, and it doesn't need an FPS module, it's a VPN. And you should get it now, links below, discount. Helps channel, read bullet points. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For October, it's for a Drake Corsair with a game package and lifetime insurance. All you have to do to be in for a chance of winning that lovely Star Citizen access and ship that can be used for exploration, but it's also this cool little multi-role, multi-crew ship. You just need a comment on any of our videos made during October. That will go into the hat. It's not a hat, it's a spreadsheet. It goes into that, and then a random person is chosen. With the addition of Alpha 4.0 and Pyro, there's going to be tons more to see and explore. The Corsair is perfect for that. Good luck. Please consider supporting the channel as well. We've got the join button under our videos that will make you a channel member. That goes a long way in supporting the channel, as does becoming a Patreon. It's pretty much the same thing, but for different mediums. You can also like, comment, share, or sub. Things like that. That all helps with the channel hugely. We are also gathering questions for CitizenCon, so chuck those in the comments below as well. If I find any appropriate devs, I will ask your question, or I will probably amalgamate lots of questions together and make them more concise. Thank you so much for your support and watching, and I hope you have a great October.